All right, hello everyone, and welcome back. We are talking about all of our crazy guests watching. Although I'm surprised because we're on a Wednesday and everyone thinks we're on a Monday. I'm Wes Tyler. I'm the Dungeon Master. Bart.
What's up? I'm Keith Varney. I play Bart.
Colker.
Seth Christenfeld. I play Colker.
Herb.
I'm Jamin. I play Herbert. I'm a dwarf monk.
So
we're doing last names today.
I know. I felt casual in a way.
This is a very formal session today.
Side quests.
This is a side quest. It's a side quest cache. We don't have our surprise PC and we don't have Zinka Dinka. But the last we met in Capitalis, they had gone to the concert and began to explore the city. Let's pick up with Herb, who walks into the Kraken's Tail, a casino ship. And what you're going to see in the Kraken's Tail is a lot of different casino games being played. You're going to notice several sort of guards, Triton bandits around the edge watching it. And you see games, different card games, some dice games, a big sort of roulette table in the middle. And then there's sort of a door at either end. And there's a set of stairs up to a second level, another door, and a set of stairs up to a third level that seems to be sort of high limit gaming. And the same on the other side. There's a set of stairs to a level with doors going into something, and then a set of stairs to another level with high limit gaming. What do you do, Herb?
I'm going to scan the room and see who the most welcoming face might be.
At one of the tables?
At one of the tables, yeah. I think I might play a game.
There does seem to be a sort of a very welcoming face. You see sort of a deeply scarred elven face at one of the tables. He's over here playing a game of 21. And as you come up, the Triton, who is behind the table, says, care to play?
Why not? It's been a day.
They ask you how many gold pieces you're going to put down.
I'm going to put down 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
5 gold pieces.
The person says, all right, the way this game works is I have cards. There are face cards and there are king cards. First one to get to 21, closest to 21 wins. Those who go over 21 lose. Each bet doubles your money. So, roll a d20.
Okay. A 7.
Okay. They also roll a d20, as does the man at the table. And their card comes up as a 13. She says, do you want another hit?
Hit me. Alright.
Roll what you get.
I got a 14.
You got a 14? She rolled.
Right there. A 14 and a 7. I'm not lying.
She rolls a 1 and a 5. And she then let's see. So she is right now at 16. No, 5. She goes over. So you win 10 gold. You win 5 gold pieces.
Wow.
So you're now at 18.
Right.
And the
I'll go ahead and add that to my inventory. What a great day it's been.
I did it. You're at 18. And so while you're playing, the guy next to you goes, ugh. Yeah, you're on a lucky streak.
Say, beginner's luck, I might say.
He says, what's your name?
The name's Harold.
Ah, my name's Achilles. Nice to meet you, Harold.
Listen, I've been hearing some musings going on about the Dankweed family. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, yeah, a powerful dwarven family. I know him. The sister was here not too long ago.
Oh, tell me more. Do say.
Oh, I can't say too much. All I know is she went meeting with the guy that runs the ship, a fella named Angler. And they seem to go into one of those back rooms up there, have lots of conversations.
Upstairs?
Yeah, upstairs. He points to where they talked, and you would notice that it is this set of doors. So there's a set of doors that goes underneath the level of the steps, and then there's a higher set of doors up here that goes in.
Okay.
He says, yeah, they were up there. The Triton says, you guys in for the next game?
One moment. Hey, what is your name?
Achilles. I'm Achilles. I'm from Coruscant.
Achilles, do you want you up for some fun?
Sure. I'd love some fun.
Great, follow me.
Okay. Where are you taking him?
I'm gonna go through those doors.
Okay. So as you come to these steps, a guard steps in front of your way. A Triton guard as you start to go up there, and the Triton guard says, "This is high limit gamers only."
Well, did you not just see me win that table over there on my very first try? I think I've proved myself as quite a high limit gamer.
These limit gamers are only gambling 100 gold pieces or more.
How delightful. I'll pull out one of my little rolled up joints in my beard, and I will say, you know what? It's fine. I won't bother you too much. I know it's been a long day for you, working at this casino and all. But here, could I interest you in lighting up with me?
You roll a charisma check.
Humble 9.
He says, nah, I'm on work. I'm sorry, sir. And you can't smoke that in here. You gotta go out to the docks. Maybe you'd be better served by the Pucknuts Pizzeria.
All good. I'm gonna go over to the other side and try to go up the other staircase. Say, have a good day, sir.
As you begin to walk, Achilles says, "I'm gonna keep playing. Thanks for nice to meet your acquaintance, but I'm gonna play."
Hey, friends.
He sits back down and bets some more. As you go over, a guard on the other side stands to intercept and says, "High limit gamers only."
All right. How do I play this? I've heard tell that Mary Jane Decleed came through these halls before. No? Up into this high level gaming.
He looks side to side and says, "How do you know Mary Jane Dankweed?"
Wait, let me see my inventory. Do I have anything? Nope. I'm gonna ask him. You could say that I'm well acquainted with the family. What do you know about Herbert?
Let's see. Let me roll and see. I'm gonna roll a knowledge on this person. He says, "I don't know anything. I only know Mary Jane Dankweed." Here, listen. If you don't know Mary Jane, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave. You're welcome to play at any of these tables, but the high limit tables are off limits.
You could say I know Mary Jane. And I get up close to him and I say, take a gander here at my face. Do not I resemble Mary Jane, for I am her brother, Herbert Decleed.
He says, "You do have the same beard."
That's what I'm talking about, yes. I
Oh.
can tell you, if you know, I could answer any facts about my childhood there if you need to fact check me, but I'm here on behalf of my parents. Our bodyguard just died, tragically, and I need to alert my sister that there was a funeral taking place at home, so I've been sent by my parents to come fetch her. Might you know, is she still up there, or?
He says, wait here. And another guard comes over to take the place, and he goes up and he disappears in the doors. And you're sort of waiting there for a few minutes while they're in the doors. Now, while you're waiting there, I'm going to jump to the bathhouse, where our good friend Colker Dirkwood is. Now, at the bathhouse, you, Colker, have been having a grand time in here, and you pass the night pleasantly, and now you end up at the bathhouse in the morning. You were in the tepidarium here. Oh no, yeah, you were in the tepidarium. Why are you? Let's get rid of that guy.
The room where it's tepid.
Yeah,
The room where it's tepid.
It's
Yeah.
not the room you want to go to at a bathhouse.
As you
Mediocre.
come out of the bathhouse, waiting for you almost immediately is an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time, a halfling with a little side beard, sort of curly hair, a plump belly, and he's like, "Hello, Coca, it's Pucknuts."
Yeah, no, I know. Hi, Pucknut. I recognize you. You're not that different.
I heard you wanted to talk to me. Got a message to me from you in Coruscant. Said one of my patriots said, "Oh, Coca wants to talk to you. You come back. You want to start hauling pizzas again?"
Well, I wanted to speak with you, but that's past tense. I have nothing to say to you now, unfortunately. I was going to. Well, I'm not going to say what I wanted because you'll laugh. But now I'm pretty. How did you find me here?
Oh, very interesting. Hey, Miss Creon. And she comes by. "Hello, honey. Oh, Pucknuts and I have a situation where we help each other. I help him and he helps me." And Pucknuts says, I think there is something you might want to talk to me about. And he brings you down into the sort of main room of the bathhouse. This is where all the cold water is, the frigidarium. And inside the frigidarium, laid out on a table, is Bart the Basher, unconscious and foaming at the mouth. He says, "You know, your little friend,
Big friend.
he visited our pizza establishment here, and it looks like he might have had too many pizzas."
It does look like that, doesn't it? I mean, look, I warned him away. I warned you, Bart. I told you not to eat the pizza, or at least not eat the special pizzas.
All pizzas are special. They're pizzas.
Bart, you are basically in a coma. You are OD'd like the great Mummer's Tale pulpy fiction. You are without a magical adrenaline shot to the heart.
Having a wonderful hallucination.
And Pucknuts says, "Now you see, a funny thing has happened. It's in my ability to either help your friend here or send him over into the abyss." And there's
God, is my life hanging on Colker? I might as well just go home. Got a real life spit take.
All over my fucking computer. Oh my god.
he says, "So you maybe you do a favor for me, and I do a favor for you, and help out your friend. Or you don't do a favor for me, Coca, and maybe you don't have this big Bart the Basher who's so famous with the townspeople for smashing watermelons."
What do you want?
Well, it's what we both want, really. You know, A and Barn, it's become terrible. A dwarf is just causing pollution, destroying the city. And I found out they've been putting some sort of weapon of mass destruction into the casino. So what I want you to do is arrange a heist.
Arrange a heist.
That's right. I want you, and if you agree, I'll help your little friend here out, to go into the casino run by Angler at Kraken's Tail, sneak into the vault, steal whatever weapon he may have in there, and then bring it back to me, see? And then we can all be friendly like.
And then we're even and I never have to deal with you again.
Of course, mate. Even Steven.
And you'll tell your pizza boys not to sell anything to Bart, no matter how much he pleads.
You drive our bargain? That sounds fair to me.
Alright.
He motions to one of his sort of halfling, cronies, and they put some stuff, crush it up, and they put it in Bart. And Bart, your eyes flick open, and you come to life in this frigidarium.
Hey! How's it going? I had some pizza. It was delicious.
I know.
Do you have any leftovers?
Bart, Pucknut, Bart.
Your name is Nut.
Pucknut of Pucknuts Pizza.
Oh, you make the pizza!
I do make the pizzas.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
I love pizza.
unfortunately, you can't have any more.
What?
That's a little deal we had with Colker, and you're lucky for it.
Why would
You,
do that?
because your friend has agreed for you to do something for me. You and him are going to arrange a heist. Now, I, being Pucknut, am the mastermind to this heist, and then I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to tell you how it works. Are you ready for the heist dynamics?
Wait, so I'm gonna do a thing, but now I don't get pizza at the end?
Is he always this annoying, Colker?
Not necessarily always, but at least 75% of the time.
In the songs, he sounds so smart.
Yeah, well, don't get me started on the songwriter.
Patricide, Bart the Basher Basher!
He lays out a map of...
Makes Bart sound smart in the songs because he doesn't like it. It's a long story.
Smart though. I mean, that all tracks.
That makes a lot of sense. You mean it's propaganda, what they say?
Yes,
It's truthaganda.
it is properly Ganda.
He lays out a map. He says, all right, here's the thing. There are 10 guards on the floor. Every 2 hours they rotate out. And when they rotate, each of the doors is open for 10 minutes. Now, the door on the second floor is the door you need to get into. That's the door up here. This door is locked with a magically enhanced bolt, and you're going to need a top-notch rogue lockpicker to get in.
Basher?
No, a basher, you could do it, but you might draw a lot of attention.
I like attention.
This door is also guarded by 2 suits of animated armor. They can only be disabled using the code word, and I don't know what it is. Now,
Who does?
well, anyone who is working at Kraken's Tail, including Angler, the head of it, would know the code word. Now, only a Triton can, once the door is picked and the lock is picked, and the code word said to destroy the disable the animated armor, a Triton has to go through. A Triton, and someone else can pass through with a Triton. Otherwise, a wall of water is going to come out and push them onto the main floor. And that door is only opened by a Triton when someone is able to either win enough money to make the tables need to be restocked. which is 500 gold pieces. If you make it into that room, there is a mithril safe that is 10 feet by 10 feet. You can only get through it either by wearing a medal that Angler keeps around his neck at all times, or by bashing or smashing through it. It has an armor class of 21 and 30 hit points.
Toast!
And all damage that you hit it is going to be sent back to the attacker. So you're going to need a rogue, a Triton, and maybe some kind of artificer to get in. The people I recommend in town, unless you have another way of doing it, are Stacy DC, who runs the Artificer Academy, Midas, the elf jeweler, who's a great lockpick, and Trinculo. Trinculo's a Triton who runs the hotel here and is the father of Derby Dan, who you grew up with, Colker.
I do know Derby Dan.
You guys get in there.
Hold up, Derby Dan was not a kid. His dad is still alive?
Oh yeah, he's a Triton. He's like 200 years old.
Oh shit. Okay. GIL?
As Pucknuts talks, I think Bart, you would realize he reminds you of the famous mummer Jason Statham elf.
Great.
He says, "You get through. We're all even, Steven."
And I get to bash things, right? And then you give me pizza.
You don't get any pizza, but you can bash whatever you want. Part of the price of doing this was that you would not have any pizza.
I don't know if I like that price.
Trust me, you like that price.
I don't know. Well, alright, so we need to get one of those guys, right? Now,
I think we need to get all those guys.
oh, do we need all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not really paying attention. Well, let's go get some guys and let's bash some stuff. And then get pizza.
Again, there will be no pizza.
You say that now, but I'm a full, mostly grown person. I get to pizza.
Where's the first place you're going to go? To visit Stacy DC, the alchemist, Trinculo, who is the Triton of Derby Dan's dad, or Midas, the elven jeweler?
Let's start with the jeweler.
Okay. So, the jeweler...
Might as well.
You might as well start with Midas. Good call. So Midas is way over here. This is the jeweler, and you guys are way down here, inside the bathhouse. So what you actually have to do is leave the bathhouse, walk out through the sort of main doors of the city, down all the way along the southern wall, back in through this gate of the city, and up this path to get to.
Okay, so is there a more efficient way of doing this? Is there someone a little closer by that we can start with? It would make more sense to.
Well, if you
Who is where?
yeah, in here in this place is the is Trinculo. He runs this hotel, but you can't get through the city unless you have a purple dragon's mark. That you have to go through the gate into the sort of the higher caste system of the city. And if you were going to the Artificers Academy, that is all the way up here, which you also need a purple dragon's mark to get through.
This is an unbelievably badly designed city.
It's very much on a classist system. The city.
Well, lucky thing I'm famous.
You gonna try to get through?
Yeah, I'm famous.
All right.
I'm with him.
So you guys walk to the main door, the gate, and when you get there are two elven guards. As you approach, they immediately see the elven insignia on and they see you and they go, "Oh, you're Bart the Basher, aren't you?"
Hello, I'm Bart the Basher. We're going this way.
Oh, absolutely. We know your stories. And they see the elven insignia on Colker, and they say, "But you need a purple dragon's coin."
Oh,
Do you have one, Bart? I mean, you must from all of your famous traveling.
You'd be surprised.
Yes, I do, but I left it in my other bashing pants.
Oh, in that case, come on in.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
Friend,
work.
you want me to bash anything?
We would love you to bash something.
Oh, awesome. Here, put some down there. I'll bash it. Give it to the kids. They'll love it.
He takes out a little bowl of cherries.
Oh, bash the crap out of them.
He says, "Don't bash the bowl." Oh.
See, but the bowl, the bashed pieces of the bowl will last longer than the cherries for your collection.
Oh, that was that was great. That was great. Would you just sign this little edge of my pottery?
You got it. If I'll make an X.
Okay, while he's doing that, let's jump back to Herb back over here at the Kraken's tail. Now, Herb, you have to imagine, as an actor might, that you have not heard the conversation that just occurred.
Yes. I will proceed as follows.
And so they've gone to get someone. Out of the main door comes a man that you may have seen once before. This is a Triton with a large protruding sort of tentacle with a little ball at the end glowing. And he walks down to you and he says, Hello. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Angler, and I hear we have a dank weed on my ship."
It is true. I come with an urgent message for Mary J. And I was wondering, is she present here? I'm trying to follow a trail right now to find her. I need to bring her back home.
Roll a deception check. Well, I don't. Is this true, or are you being deceitful?
I mean, I've come to find her. I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. So roll a charisma. Let's roll a charisma then.
Oh dear. It's an 8. I'm really rolling poorly besides that 21 that I have.
He looks at you and he says, "Yes, well, we are always happy to have any dank weed here. I hear you have been gambling and you have done very well. All of our tables are open. And let me even give him 5 gold pieces on the house." And they bring 5 chips for you, and they say, "Use these as you like, Mr. Dankweed. I have no information about you for Mary Jane. She has come in here before. We're thrilled when she does. Any of your family, really, your mother, your father. But that is the extent of the things I can tell you. But welcome to the Kraken's tail."
Thank you. I'm going to bid him adieu. Go right around the little corner of the staircase as he heads up, and I'm going to cast invisibility.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to promptly follow him to where he goes.
Very smart.
Love it.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh, I have a -1. Oh no! I rolled a 2, so now I have a 1. It's a 1.
So you actually go in front of a group of people and then cast invisibility, and they're all like, "Oh, he's a magician!" And more people come around and says, Where is he? And start putting their hands out. And people are saying, "I'm feeling him. I'm touching him. He's right here. And you feel people sort of grasping you, fondling you.
My God. I'm just gonna whisper to them. Even invisible magicians require consent.
So they like, oh, some of them back up, but they make you feel they make sort of a circle around you, and you feel a strong arm on you from one of the Triton guards, and you are dragged out of the ship.
I'm still invisible.
Still invisible. You're dragged out invisible, and the guard sort of comes out with you invisible and says, "Listen, we like a dank weeds, but even now, please, none of that. No invisible people on the ship."
Okay. All right.
And he pops open a little vial, and dispel magic comes around you, and you can be seen again.
Wow, that's so shameful. I'm so embarrassed. I'll say, I'm sorry. I'm used to calling my own shots, but I will respect your rules here. Carry on.
He goes, thank you, Mr. Dankweed. And he goes back into the club.
That really went south very quickly.
It was so close, too, to be really
It was
cool.
so close. Wow. I had such a good chance at finding some stuff out. Okay. It's time to start climbing the ship then. Naturally.
How are you going to do that?
Oh, you know. I'm going to walk to the end of this dock over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my rope,
Mm-hmm.
tie it to a dart, and shoot it up to the top of the
Mm-hmm.
ship to make a little like grappling hook moment.
Mm-hmm.
And start scaling the side of the ship closest to the edge or to the side where Angler is.
Okay, roll an attack roll with your dart. I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to say that you're going to need to get let's say it's an armor class 14. So you have to get
I rolled an 11.
Including your plus 6?
Yep. I rolled a 5 plus 6.
The dart sort of like hits a window and like just breaks in.
Oh, okay. I've got it.
Okay.
Alright. If you can't go through, if you can't go over,
Yeah.
you gotta go under. So I'm gonna don the Cape of the Manta Ray.
Ah!
Yes.
And swim under the ship and try to find if there's any sneaky little passageways on under the ship, or if I can start to like. I'm just gonna investigate under the ship. I'll say.
I think one thing you would discover under the ship is that this ship has been docked into port, and so the sort of main, places where the rudders have gone have been removed, and you do seem to find maybe 5-10 feet above sea level, there seem to be oar holes, and there are no oars inside of them. Now they're small.
Above sea level?
Yeah, under the ship. There's nothing under the ship. This was a sailing vessel, so they didn't have rotors or anything like that. But you did see oar holes sticking out 5 feet above sea level along both sides, and both of those oar holes are open.
Okay, I'm going to
Gonna climb in through the ship's orifice.
Certainly will. I'm going to grab hold of the ship on the side and like put my feet up against it, and then I'm going to use a key point with Step of the Wind and jump to try to grab the oar holes.
Okay. Why don't you roll I'm gonna say you're. It's gonna get you there. Why don't you roll a dexterity check?
Oh dear. I'll remind everyone I have a -1 dexterity. And it's a 7.
You don't. You fall back in the water. You don't make it.
This is gonna be some sort of a record.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, you've had 3 clever ideas, all of them foiled.
I think it's time to step back over to your storyline while I...
All right, let's jump back. So you guys have made your way to Trinculo's Rest. In Trinculo's Rest, as soon as you walk into Trinculo's Rest, you're gonna see a very old Triton there. And now this Triton has almost like mossy seaweed, his gills, his fins coming down, big fins around his side, on top of his head, lots of gills under his eyes, big fish eyes, and as soon as he sees Colker, he goes, Colker, my boy, I haven't seen you in years. Come in.
And
I mean,
had I ever actually, I guess I had met
you
Trinculo in the past?
you have met him. You've seen him.
Okay.
He would visit Derby Dan, occasionally. He actually began the dance hall in Aienbon, and then his son Derby Dan took over.
It used to be Trinculo's Tango Palace.
Yes, you remember.
Yes. Trinculo.
Oh,
Long time.
oh, Coca, I'm so good to see you looking well again. I was worried that you had gotten into some bad times.
Well, I can't say I didn't, but I'm out of it. I'm in good shape.
You look
Thank you,
very good.
Thank you.
And
How's Dan doing?
Oh, I worry about Derby Dan. I haven't heard from him in a while. I really hope that I can get back in touch with him, because I just don't know what's been going on in Aienbon.
Well, as soon as I can get back there, I'll let you know what I find out.
And who's your friend, this large, broad-shouldered elf?
Trinculo, this is Bart. Bart, this
Bart's
is
the
Trinculo.
Basher.
Oh,
Bart the Basher.
that's a very strange name.
Hi, fish guy. You
Oh,
look like my friend, but now he's the little guy now.
I don't understand this man.
You're better off that way. I need to ask a favor.
Oh, what is it?
We're putting together a crew. We have a task that needs to be done, and we need a Triton.
I'm George Clooney.
Well, what to do? What? What is this? I assume it's nothing illegal, is it?
Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
Oh, Coca, you look so good. I thought you'd put all those days behind you, all the drugs and the. Derby told me that you had gone off to find yourself.
There are no drugs involved. If any, this is the opposite of drugs. This is getting
We
away.
don't like drugs.
This is to save Bart from the drugs.
Well, I like getting rid of drugs. Anything that can get rid of the drugs, I'm happy to help do.
Me too.
Drugs are bad. I've never had them.
You have, Bart. That's why you're not allowed to eat pizza anymore.
What? But pizza's not a drug.
The stuff on the pizza is the drug. We don't have time to deal with this right now, Bart.
I don't understand. It's food.
We can leave this for the third act.
What, we have a B section in our conversation? Should we just cut straight to the bridge? Come on.
Anything, this is more of a verse chorus heist.
He says, "Oh, you always were so good at music and at dancing. Let's
Yeah, thanks.
here's what I can still do. And he does sort of an old man dance with his hips and his legs across the floor.
You know, that just might help.
I've still got it, Colker.
Damn right you do, Frank. You're going to be the face of the operation.
Will this operation help get more rights for Tritons and halflings and gnomes? You know, this whole city, all of this GaienBerr, there's not a single Triton, halfling, or gnome in a leadership position. That's what I really want to help change. If this will help do that, then I am all for it.
It's not going to make it worse.
Yay, progress!
Hey, I think that's cool, and I'm super famous, so if I say it's cool, it's cool.
Oh, I've never heard of you.
He's
sorry.
famous among a certain demographic.
Ah, I see. The kids like you, right?
The youths.
Cool people like
The
me.
youths.
And what did you do to become famous? Are you a musician?
Do you have any vegetables?
Are you
Don't give him your vegetables.
are you an athlete?
Kind of. Give me a vegetable and I'll show you.
He bashes things. And there are a couple of songs written about it.
It could be anything roughly this size. It could be a vegetable or a chair or like a dog. Whatever it is, I'll show you.
You can become famous for just hitting vegetables?
Look,
Why not?
the bored are easily amused.
Oh, Coca, it used to be you'd need to have a great set of gams and be a good dancer with a two-step and a tango to get known.
I know. Miss those good old Paso Doble days.
Remember the days of the triple threat?
Yes, I do. I remember the days of the triple threats.
All you need is a damn song and a band that smashes vegetables.
Good old days of people
Remember the
like
days
Alfred
that passed
Draconian
during this
and
conversation?
Ethel Mermaid.
Ethel Mermaid. Ethel Mermaid was my favorite Triton.
I know.
Lawrence Tuna Welk. Where have they all gone?
I could bash a fish.
No! Please, God, no! Well, I'll help you out if you will do something. If you're truly famous, if you'll use your fame to help spread the message that more power needs to be given to Tritons and halflings and gnomes, elf, you can do it. Then I will go on this journey with you.
Well, I've spread vegetables, so why can't I spread anything else?
He really is
This is not something
stupid.
that can be spread by bashing with Bart. This is an intangible concept.
A who? A what?
You will have to bash it with words.
Oh, I'm really good at word bashing.
Historically, you are not.
I'm famous, so I must be talented.
Well, what do you? Where should I meet you next?
Meet us. You know where the casino boat is?
Yes, the Kraken's tail.
Kraken's Tail, thanks. Meet us there tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, I will be there.
Excellent.
You guys walk out of
Bye,
the
fish guy.
Trinculo's Rest here. You're in a very nice, posh place of town.
That could have gone much worse.
You can see in town all sorts of different places around you as you start to get to know Capitalis here. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, okay. So over here, you can see this is sort of a bard's college, the new school of song. Over here, you can see this is sort of the fancy Capitalis library. You're going to walk past the Magician's Academy, the Academy of Magic here. And as you make your way up to Stacy DC's, you're going to go past the gorgeous Elven Palace, this sort of multi-ring palace with all these towers and interconnected bridges. Almost looks like it grew from the ground itself. It's beautiful and huge, huge palaces all here and here and here are enormous mansion estate homes. You're going to make yourself your way all the way over to the other side. Right by the gates is the Artificers Academy. Now you're over at this side of town. Before you go into the Artificers Academy, let's jump back and see how our friend is doing at the Kraken's tail. He is now
nice, I think.
in the water. So what's your next attempt here, Herb?
Well, the time has come for arson. I didn't want to do it. But now we must.
I think we're gonna. If we ever do T-shirts, that's definitely one of them.
Okay, what's your plan here?
So, am I correct in thinking and remembering that the Wheel of Seer has like flames?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
It's a searing wheel.
So I'm just going to swim around the ship with my Wheel of Seer and ignite the whole ship as I do a little lap around, and then I'm gonna hop back. I'm gonna like as the flame is kindling, I'm going to kind of like jump up onto the dock, but just kind of hang there with my eyes over, and waiting for the people to start running out of the ship.
Okay. So
Also, I have a question.
yes.
When I saw Angler, did I get the impression that did I see gills?
Yes, Angler is a Triton with gills, yeah.
All right.
And yeah. So you light up areas of the ship. Why don't you roll a stealth check?
Oh gosh.
But this is gonna be pretty easy. I'm gonna say it's a 5.
A stealthy giant wheel of fire.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
All right.
20.
Oh!
You're able to do that. I mean, it's late at night. You're in the manta ray. You take out the wheels here and you light up the ship.
Wait.
As you light it up and then you hide, Angler immediately runs out and he puts his hands in the air and a wall of water splashes against every place the fire has gone. And it Yep.
Oh, can I react very quickly to this?
Yeah, sure.
While he's out, I'm gonna jump up and throw my wheel of seer at him.
Okay. Okie dokie.
The man of action.
I get the impression that I made a grave mistake.
Here we go.
How's your meticulous heist planning going, West?
I knew this was gonna happen. I totally.
You thought it was gonna be me, though, right?
Well, I thought before I got into this, I was like, I looked at this little YouTube video and it says there are 3 types of players that can do heists. There are the people that really want to plan it out and do the brains. There are your bumbling players that have no idea what's going to happen, and they're just going. And then are the people that are just like, let's just bash it. All right. Somehow I think the first option is the least likely of this Ocean's 3.
Hey, it wasn't me who bashed it.
Oh gosh. Is this a boss? Is this a full-on boss?
He's powerful. Yeah. So, all right. So while you're there, let me put him up here for us. Let's say he looks like this. So he comes down, and you're gonna throw it across to him and try to attack him. Why don't you go ahead and do an attack roll for me?
Okay. Do I add anything to this?
With your Seer of your Wheel of Seer. You should have it. You have it. It
I have it
is.
in my.
Yeah. I see. It's 3d8 damage. So. No, I don't think you add anything. Let's just do a. Oh, we have +4 string. Let's add 2 to it. Add 2.
To my attack roll.
Yeah, add 2 to your attack roll.
17, 18, 19.
19. Okay, pretty good.
Yes.
Let me see how this does here. So, also, now after you hit him, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. Just me and him?
Well, for now, it is just you and him.
It's 9. I got 9.
Okay. And how much damage? So your attack roll, he has an armor class of 15. That's going to get through. And how much damage do you do?
So what is it? It's 3d8.
3d8. Okay.
Wasn't there like fire damage and bludgeoning damage that happened with this thing, or is that just when I like used it as?
No, you can do fire damage too. Yeah.
So the 3d8 that I'm rolling is 10.
Okay, so you've done 10 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Let me get all these guys set up.
Oh god.
You remember that there were 12 guards that you saw. I very accurately pointed out there were 12 guards on the ship. I'm positive that happened. So, this is going to be a very interesting encounter that you've got on here alone. All right. You did 10 damage to him, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bandits are gonna be able to move before you get there. Now, each of these bandits that work for him, each of these guards, can move. Can move 30 feet. So let's see how many of them get to. This guy comes down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy gets to here. 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 Now the Bandit Captain also gets to move. Angler himself. Angler can move 30 feet. That is enough to get to you. He runs over to you and he takes out his scimitar and his dagger, and he's going to get 3 attacks. 2 with the scimitar and 1 with his dagger. Each of these attacks is going to be +5 to hit. So let's see now what happens with this guy.
Oh my gosh. What have I done?
What have you done?
Good question.
I really just pictured it being isolated and like a quick little like gotcha moment.
His first scimitar gets a 21. That's going to get through. His second scimitar gets a 24. That's going to get through. And his dagger gets a 20. That's going to get through. So you are going to end up doing, let's see, you're doing 4, 8, 4, 8, 15. So you take 15 points of damage on that one attack from him. That brings you down to 35. It is now your move.
So I think seeing what's happening here, I'm going to jump off the deck, and I know that he's going to get an opportunity attack, and I'm going to have to risk it.
All right, so you're
And
gonna.
I'm going to whip my cape with the mana ray, which I believe, just let me with the, okay, wait. Just increase my swimming speed. So my swimming speed is pretty fast. I'm gonna argue.
I think your Cape of the Manta Ray. Do we know what it does? Don't we know what it does?
It's increased to 60 feet.
Yes. That's really fast. He can't. He is a Triton, so he is fast underwater, but he's going to be about 20 feet slower than you.
Okay. So I'm just going to jump into the water and start swimming away as fast as possible.
All right. As you go, he does get an opportunity attack. Let's see what his opportunity attack does here. As you jump into the water, he rolls a 11.
That is my armor class.
That is your armor class. If it meets, it beats. If it meets, it beats. So as you go, you're going to take another, another 4 points of damage that sort of comes off as the scimitar grazes you as you jump through the water. Roll real quick for 1 second. Just roll a stealth check.
Oh gosh.
Because you're wearing the Cloak of the Manta Ray. I want to see if you realized who you were or not.
Okay. It's 12.
Okay, I was giving it a 10. So the Cloak of the Manta Ray hid you enough that he was not expecting it to be a dwarf. He thinks Herbert Dankweed has gone, but you sort of swim away. As you swim away, where are you?
South, by the way.
South? All right.
Yeah.
You're going to head south. I guess you go under the deck.
Yes.
They as you go south, they all come out, and they are all sort of like shooting crossbows at you.
Oh, they're shooting crossbows, are they?
Yeah, as you're going under the deck, they're shooting crossbows at you.
Yeah, well, I can deflect that.
How can you deflect that?
I have a reaction deflect missiles attack.
Oh, very good.
You can use your reaction to deflect again.
Very good.
Reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity. Okay. Wait. Sorry, I'm just reading about it right now. The damage you take, the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile. If it is small enough and you hold in one hand, you have at least one hand free. 1 key point to make a ranged attack back. Right. Okay. So, I let them roll an attack roll, and then I roll to like deflect it. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Let's just do 3. Let's just do 3 of these and see how they go.
Okay.
Out. Let's say 3 get you. So, their attack roll is going to be a 14 or a 17, a 10, and 21. See what you do on your deflections. Yeah. So you've got to beat a 17, a 10, and a 21.
So I think what happens is that was for the armor class, or that was not the damage.
That was the armor class.
So those all get through. So then they roll for damage, and then that's when I start seeing if I can whittle down the.
Oh, I see. So the
percentage.
damage on these are a well, the 10 doesn't get through. Only a 17 and 21. So the damage is a 7 and a 7. Two 7s.
So I do 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is a -1, but plus my monk level. So then I'll add 3 to this.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 plus 3. So that eliminates it.
Oh, great.
A 9 plus 3, yes, 12.
14.
And then
Yeah.
the second one.
7 again.
Let's see. 8 plus 3. Yeah, so. But now I have the opportunity now. I'm actually not going to take that opportunity because I think I used a key point and I don't need to attack them again. I'm just going to keep swimming.
Right, you could have just thrown it right back at them. All right.
Swimming.
So just keep swimming. So as you're swimming, you're going south, right? So you're going along the wall.
Southwest.
All right. So you are able to escape them. Even if they jump in the water, they're going to be behind you. If they're 40 feet swimming and you're 60, and you're going to come up here on sort of the edge of ground next to the door, next to the main gate to the city. All right. Let's jump back. We'll leave you there for a second, and let's jump back to you guys up here at Stacy DC's. So this is the Alchemy and Artificers Academy, and it's actually run by two people: an alchemist named Plutus and an artificer named Stacy DC. As soon as you walk in, Plutus is an elf with a sort of scarred face, and you see him talking to a bunch of others. And he says, "Oh, Pucknut told me you'd be coming. Stacy, they're looking for you." And this tiny halfling woman wearing goggles, a bodysuit with sort of spikes coming out of it, and a backpack which is generating lightning energy with lots of little sort of lightning shooting between these little panels she has, says, "Ha! Yes! Ha! Hi! I'm Stacy DC!"
Hi, Stacy. I'm Bart.
Underneath the glasses, is she cute?
It sounds cute.
It's with the her bodysuit sort of goes around her face, and she has big goggles on, so you can't see too much of her. It's hard to tell.
We're gonna have to fight for her.
You must be Stacy DC.
Yeah, I'm Stacy DC, and she sort of puts her hands together, and lightning bursts out from her.
I think she might be
We
part of the
need
dream
to
girl.
ask you a favor.
Yeah, sure, what is it?
We need you to help us. I gather you already know what we're asking.
Plutus told me. He makes drugs with Pucknuts!
I don't even know what we're doing, but you're pretty. Let's go.
Yeah! She says, "Hold on, let me get my stuff." And she pulls up sort of a big backpack and puts it on and takes these things out. You might recognize it as looking like the backpack from the religious play The Busters of Ghosts that Bart followed. The religious drama.
Yes. Love it.
Well, I see
All right.
we found our loose cannon.
Hey, that's my job.
She's
But apparently Herbert's taking it over this week.
Well, it's nice to have you on board, Stacy.
Yeah!
Now we just need to go and find the third person who is slipping my mind. Midas.
Yeah, Plutus says, "Yeah, go find Midas, the locksmith." And she says, yeah, you want me to get through the mithril safe? I'll do it, then I'll burn down the whole fucking boat!
Maybe without the burning stuff down.
Hey, what are you doing later? What are you doing after the heist?
She says, "I would love to electrocute you.
Cool, and then I'll bash you.
This is the best idea you've ever had."
I've never had an idea.
I can't take this bodysuit off for just anyone.
It's a suit?
And
I thought that was you.
You mean, no, literally, I can't take it off.
That's okay. I can't take my third arm off either.
It's so nice.
I have an eye too. I've got an extra eye.
Do you want me to? You want me to cauterize it?
I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Give me a glass of wine first.
Oh boy!
I could use a glass of wine.
I can show you where the bar is.
Yay! Let's go there.
All right. You guys walk out of the main gate. You see the jewelers right on your left hand side, but right across from the jewelers is a bar, and right here, and you sort of go into this bar immediately. At least they walk past this fountain into the bar. Do you go into the bar with them, or do you go to the jewelers?
I'm gonna head to the jewelers.
Okay, you head into the.
But then again, do I really want to leave these two alone?
I don't know. Do you?
I'm gonna go to the jewelers.
Yeah, no supervision.
As you run into the bar, let's take you guys into the bar. This is the Fountain Inn. There is a dwarf in here, and this dwarf has a beard, his hair sort of receding hairline, a big giant scar across his face, and he says, "Hey, I know you. You're Bart the Basher, aren't you?"
I am. Would you like me to bash anything in exchange for beer?
You already did. Who do you think gave me this scar in the 40-year war?
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to bash anything in exchange for beer?
I guess it's all behind us now. Sit down. Tell me what you're drinking. You want Trips Proserpina Ale?
Yes.
Yeah, I give you 2.
Yay.
1 gold piece each.
Okay.
Robbed him. He gives you 2 very bad beers as you and Stacy sits down together. As you sit down with Stacy, she says, "Yeah, after this beer, I get to cauterize you, right?"
Well, let's see. I'd like to, have dinner or something, and a little aggressive to begin with.
It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
Around this time, you may realize you still have no money.
Oh. Hey, I'm Bart the Basher. Who would like to give me beer in exchange for bashing things or putting my X on things?
Roll a charisma.
That's my best skill. All right, what is my? Okay, yeah. 18.
Oh my god. There are like 3 people in the bar that say, "Hey, Bart the Basher! Drinks are on us!"
Hey, thank you.
Stacy says, "Ha! You must be famous. I don't get out much."
I'm super famous. Let's drink a lot.
Yes! She gets very excited.
Nice.
Okay, before we jump in with Colker, let's go back to Herb for a second. So you now, if we go down this map a little bit in Capitalis, this is sort of the temple area. There's 4 large temples to all the gods. You now, Herb, are down here. You have come into this sort of main gate, and you see sort of the main thoroughfare going up. What are you going to do?
Sorry, me?
No, Herb.
Oh, Herb. Okay.
Oh, you're on mute, Jamin.
There we go. I'm gonna find somebody close to me and ask them where a potions master might be.
Ooh. There's lots of people around. These are sort of smaller homes. If you ask from potion masters, they're going to direct you to the alchemists. They say, "Oh, you need to go to the alchemy school up at the nicer area of town. That's where you can buy any potions."
Okay. Is a nice area of town within the bounds that I can go?
No, they say the Artificers school is beyond the gate here.
Oh boy. Okay.
They say you might be able to get some potions from the churches. Someone tells you that there are 4 churches in town. There is the temple of Moradin, the dwarven god here. There is the temple of Yandala, the halfling god. There's the temple of Corellon, the elven god, but that is no one's in there right now. That's a closed, abandoned temple. And there is the temple of Glittergold, the gnome god. So you have a dwarf, a halfling, or a gnome god, or 3 temples you could go visit.
I'll try my luck at the dwarf, as I am one.
All right. So as you go into the Temple of Moradin, as soon as you walk in, there is a dwarf there with a very long beard, deep black hair, very thick eyebrows, and as soon as you walk in, you would recognize him as being he once was in Gaien, and you would know him as Reverend Bormusk. You knew him as sort of a assistant reverend. He says, "Oh, it is you, Herbert Dankweed."
It is I. How are you?
It's so good to see you. You've moved to Capitalis now.
I have actually just left my training at the monastery, and I'm trying to get my bearings around. I'm wondering if you could help orient me around here.
Oh, yes, of course. Capitalis is a large city. You know, it was built only 3 years, but has become very big. And there's basically 2 areas for commoners on the eastern side of the city and the western side of the city. And then the middle is all reserved for the royalty. But I'm so happy you're here. I'm sure you, as a member of the Dankweed family, could go anywhere you wanted.
Oh, you think? Do they respect the name Dankweed here?
Oh, yes, absolutely. The Queen Unisaur has said there are no ill feelings toward the ancient dwarven families. All dwarven nobility is still recognized as noble here.
Well, wonderful. I think that, I've been away for so long, they might not recognize me. Will you come with me to vouch for me at the gate?
If you will make a prayer to Moradin.
Gladly. Where shall I do this?
Here at this altar. I believe all the prayers are heard on the other side, and that we can make departed souls living gods, if only we can find a portal that will take us to their realm.
Say that one more time.
I believe the prayers make these gods stronger, these souls stronger, and that the more we pray, the more powerful they become. And if we could somehow create a portal to their world, they could interact with us directly.
Oh, I'm going to spend some time praying to these gods right now.
Oh, yes, you're so wonderful.
And a prayer from the House of Dankweed must carry some weight to it, no?
Absolutely. Your prayer would have a great effect, I would imagine.
All right.
I want you to roll a religion check.
Natural 20.
Oh my God. He says, "Yes, in fact, I wish to let you know a secret. Come with me."
Okay.
He takes you downstairs, and he underneath the temple in the catacombs, you would see what is bounded together are dozens of catastrophe shards that they have woven into like a giant oval. And he says, "I've already begun working on the portal, Herbert Dankweed. I ask you to join us, the holy warriors of Moradin. We plan to enact this, to try to use magic to awaken this portal and bridge the worlds between the divine world of Moradin and our material world. Will you help us?"
Absolutely.
Yes! He says, we are going to attempt to do this in 5 days' time.
Oh, okay. So I've got... Oh, all right. Why 5? Why not now?
Because we have to do it when the moon is waning.
Yes. The moon and the wane. I understand. All right. Well, I will be back here for that. Probably.
Don't tell anyone about the holy warriors of Moradin.
I shan't. Is there anything that you have before we go get me through these gates? That
Oh,
might,
here! and he grabs a purple dragon token and he places it in your hand.
Oh, bless you.
He says, bless
Sweet friend.
Moradin.
Oh, yes, Moradin. Yeah, bless them. And then I will say I will be back in 5 days' time. See you then. Thank you for the invitation.
You are a holy warrior now.
Praise be.
Praise be. So you walk out of this, and you're heading down this way. You're going to pass the other temple. You're also going to pass an advertisement for a circus school, and then you're going to get to this place here, and number 14 is you see a fighting school, and you're going to see this old sort of fighting academy, and then you're going to see a bar, a fountain inn across from the fountain, and you're going to see a jeweler's shop right before the gate.
Oh, wow, there's so much to contemplate. I'm definitely going to put a mental check note on the circus school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop into the fighting school, though, and see what's up.
As you go into the fighting school, an elven monk approaches you. She is bald and wants to be Asian. And she says, "Hello, my name is Thisbe Swinton, and I am the old one."
The old one?
Yes, I am. She has no eyebrows and no hair.
Thisbe, it is my honor to meet you. Are you a master of the fight?
I am. Are you a monk as well?
I am.
Oh, would you like any training? I might be able to help you gain some levels.
Certainly. What is the cost of this training?
It would be 20 gold pieces. And for 20 gold pieces, I believe I could teach you to go to the next level as a monk.
Oh. Well, I understand here that the name Dankweed holds some power. Does that ring true to you?
This elven monk says, "I'm ashamed of you. You know, among us monks, names mean nothing. We give up our material possessions."
Ah, yes, of course.
What
That
are
was
you
test.
asking for 20
That was
gold
test.
pieces?
I want to make sure that I was being trained by a true monk of good nature. Forget I said anything. But also you as a monk. Wait, I'm going to turn the tables on this and say, as a monk, isn't it against our morality to be exchanging money?
She says,
What have we need for money and titles? Aren't we just here to help each other and to share in our experiences? What do you need 20 gold pieces for? Have you fallen to the grasp of greed?
roll a charisma. Let's see what you do.
Oh, this humble 6.
She says, the money is to take care of this temple of fighting for the old ones. The money is not for me. You can see I wear threadbare clothes, as all monks do. The money goes towards the temple and towards taking care of the poor.
Well, how would you expect a monk such as me to have 20 gold pieces? Wouldn't I be a terrible monk if I was hoarding money?
You raise a good point.
So in times past, where have true monks seeking wisdom and training gotten their money from? Are there patrons that you know that helped sponsor?
Yes. Yes, we do have patrons that sponsor monks here. Yes, if you can find a patron to support you, or you give up all your worldly possessions, we will allow you to become a member of the Old Ones Monk Fighting Guild.
I'll say, all I will see if I encounter one, but until then, good day.
All right. As you walk out, I'm going to jump back here. So, Colker, you have gone into the
Jewelry shop.
The jewelry shop, yes, which is the Rolling Gemstones. And inside the Rolling Gemstones, there is this sort of very old jeweler in there. He has ears which go way out. The ears are like way up here. They sort of point at two diagonals across from his face, and he has sort of jowls. And as you come in, he's looking at a jewel, and he looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, it's awful outside. Can you give me shelter?
Yes. What are you? Do you have gems you want to trade?
Not exactly. My name is Colker. Dirtwood. And I gather that I have... Does the name Pucknut mean anything to you?
Pucknuts pizza? Yes, of course. I don't eat pizza myself.
Me neither. Not anymore. I was referred to you by a friend to help me out with a task that needs doing.
What's the task?
We're putting together a crew.
Who are you robbing?
Kraken's tail.
Half the loot and I'm in.
All the loot you can carry.
It's a deal.
You leave the one thing for us, and as much else as you can carry with your hands is yours. Fair's fair.
Fair is fair. As much as I can carry with my hands.
Yes.
Shake on it.
Shake.
You shake, his ears move up and down as he shakes. He says, what time you want me to be there? I can pick any lock you need.
Tomorrow night.
Deal.
At the docks.
As you walk out, dawn is just rising over town. You're going to see Herb Dankweed moving past you, coming out of the Old Ones Fighting Monk Skull across the way.
Oh, hey, Herb.
Oh. Hello. Look what
How
I
you
got.
doing?
And I'm gonna flash my little purple dragon token.
Interesting.
I am royalty here. Didn't you know?
That's good to know.
So, what are you up to?
Well, let's step into the bar for a moment and see how Bart and his new friend, Bart has a friend, how they're doing.
As you walk into the bar, Bart is laid out on the table with his shirt pulled up over and eye exposed, and the Stacy DC is just hitting it with a lightning bolt and burning the skin around the eye.
I should have seen this coming.
It looks
I should have seen it
Bart's-
coming, see?
Bart, you're going to lose 10 hit points on that.
Ow!
Yeah! You look so much better now! It's a normal arm again!
Aw.
Stacy, we need him in good condition.
Now he's wiser! He's not deluded with an eye that can't see nothing!
I probably
He's going to be deluded no matter what.
So, are we doing this thing? What's the plan? How are we robbing the Kraken's tail?
robbing the
Worked on
Kraken's
this
tail.
for all this time, and you just blurted it out.
We're robbing the Kraken's tail, everybody!
Yeah! I'm going to do a long rest first, so I get my hit points back.
Let's all go. Let's
I
head
actually got
back
scored
to.
and settle at the Kraken's with Kraken's rest as well. So I'm in.
Great. Let's head back to to Trinculo's rest and relax and get some stuff in order.
You guys go back to Trinculo. You all get a long rest. When you come in, Trinculo gives you the night for free as a favor to old friends. So you all get a very nice, healthy rest here.
Yay! Now let's go bash the boat.
So what's
there will not be any bashing
Bash
of the boat part.
Bash the boat. Bash the boat.
I've tried my fair share of times to bash that boat. And let me tell you, it's a little tricky.
All right. Herb, I gather that you did not have such a good situation on the boat.
So what I've learned is it's hard to bash, and it seems like the leader of this boat, his name is Angler, as you might know, is quite powerful, and there are a number of people guarding this boat. Now, I think we can accomplish this, but maybe not today. I think if we wait, now don't ask me why, just a feeling. I think if we wait about 5 days or so, we might be able to pack some more heat.
5 days? That's like forever.
It's like 5 days apart.
But why don't we can maybe go and scope it out. They don't know your faces. So why don't you, we can go and you can kind of get the lay of the land, and I can,
Bash
after a long rest, I can don
No
my
bashing.
invisibility. I can don my invisibility.
Basher, no bashing.
We had a long rest.
Yeah, I'd say you've had a long rest. So this is now like the middle of the day on the day you're supposed to meet them there. Yeah.
Right.
So I can go invisible, not in front of a group of people, and kind of sneak around, if that could be of use to you. Because I've got my
It
own
couldn't
business.
hurt.
All right.
First, I need to get word to Midas and Stacy and Trinculo's right here that we're holding off for a few days.
All right.
But then
Should we order some pizza?
no pizza.
So
Fine. Well, yeah. All right. Well, that's. I just want to go to the boat and bash things. So I'll, because time elapses sort of metaphorically here. We can just do that.
Bart, I have another task for you.
Yeah.
Go to the bar and work on your alcohol tolerance.
Okay. Great. All right. I'll spend the 5 days doing that.
Okay. You're going to spend 5 days getting your alcohol tolerance up.
Yes.
Maybe spend 3 days of that and then spend the next 2 recovering.
Okay. I'm amiable. I first
Great.
gotta hang out with my new girlfriend.
How are you going to spend the downtime?
I'm going
Okay,
to,
so maybe that's not such a good idea. He's gonna hang out with Stacy. He might come out of this in much worse shape than he's going in.
I'm going to make a sign and sit outside the bar that says, "Looking for a monk sponsor."
I'm going to say you're going to find one pretty soon. Let's say that your sponsor is, let's see, who would be a good sponsor for you? Let's say that your sponsor is Trip of Proserpina Ale House. So the man that makes the pros ale that they seem to sell in town. This is a very nice, sweet, thick stout. This is a very sort of stout gnome, and he says he sponsors you. He's very friendly, red-cheeked, and as he sponsors you, he says, the secret is I put nut cheese in my beer.
Nut cheese.
Yeah, cheese from nuts.
The cheese of what nuts?
These nuts.
Cheese nuts.
Oh, of course. favor into battle with me?
Yes, please. He gives you a necklace that says "Pro Sale" on it.
I will wear this wherever I go.
Oh, I want to get sponsored.
I've got merch.
So then you're going to go in and train with her. All right.
Okay.
So you're going to train. And Colker, how are you spending the time?
Well, I want to start off by scoping out the boat.
Okay. When you take this time to scope out the boat, what you're going to learn is again the same thing. There are 12 guards. Every 2 hours they rotate and change over. The lower door seems to be where they go into their quarters over here. The door on the other side seems to be Angler's bedroom that he comes in and out from. And the door on the second level seems to be for the safe. Anytime a casino goes empty or it begins, Angler will go into the safe and come out of the safe. He does whisper something to the two suits of animated armor before he goes in and out. I assume you're going to want to hear that. How are you going to try to learn the code word?
I'm gonna borrow her and make him turn invisible. Unless, actually, no. I think that I'm gonna turn myself into a mouse.
Ah. So you turn yourself into a mouse. Are you going to follow him into the room?
Well, I'm gonna. Even better than that, I'm gonna turn myself into a gnat.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
So that I can just sort of hover around.
Yeah.
And listen.
Okay. So as you get in, you would hear that him as he goes to the animated armor, he says, "Release the Kraken door," and that's what allows the doors to open. When he goes into the room, it is a bare room except for a 10-foot by 10-foot mithril box in the middle. This mithril box has no doors on it. It seems to be impenetrable, except as he gets to it, you would see Angler take a little necklace that he wears of a sort of jade emblem, and he presses it up to it, and it sort of melts away like a portal. He walks in. Inside, you can see tons of different crates and boxes filled with gold and jewels, and then there's some boxes that you can't see what's inside of them.
Do they look like they could be weapons of mass destruction?
Do you follow him in the room?
Yeah, I'm a gnat. What else am I
All
gonna
right. As you follow him in, you immediately become the halfling again, and you would realize there is a dispel magic curse on the room. Now roll a stealth check. Let's see if he notices you doing it, because he didn't realize you were in there.
$13.
13. No, he turns around. It was a 15. He turns around and he sees you. You have just a moment. What are you going to do?
Sorry, give me 1 second while I look at my various spells. And spells won't work, will they?
Well, dispel magic only happens inside the safe. Outside of the safe, between the door and the safe, you were able to be a net.
Gotcha. Is he inside the...
He is inside the safe right now. You're basically at the doorway of the safe, because you just turned into Colker, dropped onto the floor, and he spun around and you're looking at each other.
Obvious.
I will turn back into a gnat and fly the other direction.
You're going to try to fly out through the door. As you turn into a gnat, I'm going to say he chases you, but you escape. You get away. Because you're small enough that he can't quite attack. but he knows your face now. You definitely were marked.
Okay.
Herb, during this time, you have spent it training, and that has given you she has given you enough XP to get to the next level. So
Right.
you have achieved level 5 by spending that time training the whole time.
Does my alcohol tolerance help my get me to level 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say it does.
Keith rolled persuasion. And it,
Well, you are a drunken monk, so
that's true. It is training.
yeah. So you're good now. Yeah, I mean, this is how you... I'm not a drunken monk. You're a drunken fighter. This is how you fight. Okay, so yeah, I'll say that you all advance a level during those 5 days. This is a long time, a lot of experience. And, Bart, let's say that you have achieved great inebriation skills. So,
Yeah.
so what are you going to do when you guys all meet again?
All right.
Let's go
Has everybody gathered with us, including Midas and Stacy?
Yep, you have everyone there.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna say the time has come for me to do a task of my own. I shall be but brief. If you will hold off on your heist until I am back with you.
Sure. Can we plan this? What will you be bringing back?
Powers beyond your comprehension.
Okay, cool. Can we just get a few? Can we just get a few things down on paper first?
Why don't we just do it? It's a lot of exposition for a half an hour left to go with the heist.
I don't think we're getting to a heist in these half an hours. So I'm gonna go do my full side quest.
Herbert, you're the all right. Herb, you're the ears. Bart, you're the face. He's Trink, you're the distraction.
Okay.
And Midas, you're the lock. You're the lockpick. And Stacy, you're
I can break into the mithril safe.
Yeah.
yes. The one thing you all have to know now is that I know the code word. We're gonna need our distraction to get us in there because there's a Triton sensor. But the one thing you all need to know is that there is a dispel field in the safe. So once we're in the safe, no magic. Who is making that face at me?
That's Stacy DC. She's like, okay.
I figured as much.
I'll cut through, and then I'll stop before I can't do anymore.
I don't
Sounds
do
good.
magic. Not a problem.
I've already started walking to the church.
I'm walking to the heist. I'm starting the heist. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'll meet you there.
This is gonna be like a cut screen. This is gonna be a cut screen for the end of this, for this like finale of this episode. While you go in, let's get this loaded real fast. So, Colker, you come down to the, and Bart, you come down to it. You also have Stacy DC, and you have Midas, and you have Trinculo as you guys walk in. So, what is the first thing that happens, Bart and
The first
Colker?
thing that happens is that I turn myself invisible because I've been
Okay,
marked.
you turn invisible. Bart, what do you do?
We need a high roller, right?
Yeah?
That's you.
I'm on it. I'm Bart the Basher. I gamble now.
Where are you going, to the roulette table, the sort of dice table, or the 21 table?
Dice table.
All right, you're going to the
No,
dice.
you're going to the roulette table.
I feel like the odds on roulette are the worst of them all.
Yes, but the thing is, I can't manipulate dice while I'm invisible. I can stop a roulette.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
You're
I'm
whispering
playing
this in his ear.
roulette wheel.
All right, roll a D100. Bart.
Me?
Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Where's my...
Now, what are you betting? You have no money.
No, I've got some shit.
Okay.
I've got like a bracelet or two left.
Okay, so let's say you took one of those bracelets and you exchanged it for money.
I'm giving him some money to bet with.
All right.
Bracelet's like 100 gold pieces, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, alright.
So we're gonna hold off on the bracelet. We need to start slow.
Okay. Alright, I'll
That
do
was just a
whatever
few gold pieces.
money he gave me.
All
Here
right.
we go. Roulette, baby. 62.
Okay, so you put the money on 62. It starts to spin. It looks like the ball is going to land on 23. What do you do, Colker?
I grab the ball and move it to 62.
And you're invisible now, right?
I'm invisible now.
The money starts rolling in. Meanwhile, Herb, you make your way down. You would notice that there's not only Reverend Bormusk there. There is also Conductor Sprocket, who is the conductor who runs the Temple of Gnomes. And there is Mother Edna, who runs the Yandala Halfling Temple. And they are all there chanting. And they're saying, "We are going to bridge the worlds. We are going to bridge the worlds. We are going... Join us, Herbert!"
I'm going to grab their hands and chant, "We are going to join the world."
As you are chanting, it starts to pulse. All right, you guys
Well,
now...
Herbert starts the apocalypse.
Oh, guys, so exciting. As you're there, Bart and Colker, you have now won $500. An angler has come down to the table and said, I think you've played enough. We don't need any more games here, Mr. Bart the Basher. We love you. You're famous, but you've had a good night. He says, change out the money. And
Give me money. I like money.
you now have won...
Pizza.
You now have 500 gold pieces. As you're doing that, Angler and one of the other guards walks up the steps to the door. Angler whispers something, the door's open, and he walks in. Now what are you doing, Colker and Bart?
All right, so the guards are all changing now, or?
Yeah, the guards at this point are in a rotation, and there's one less because Angler has gone with them into the safe room.
All right, we're gonna sneak. We're gonna walk with purpose. We're not gonna sneak. We're gonna. Well, I'm gonna have. Well, I'm invisible, so I can do whatever I want. But Bart, Trink, Midas, Stacy, we're all going to walk with purpose toward the door. Act like you belong.
You walk up. No one stops you because the guards are in rotation from going to the high roller table. In fact, Bart is clearly a high roller down.
Yes. And I go to the door.
As you walk up there, right as soon as you get there, the Angler and the other guard are leaving, and the door locks behind them, and they're going down the steps.
Release the Kraken door.
The two... the animated armor, which goes to block you, stops, and meanwhile, he tries to open it, but it's locked, but Midas says, "I've got this, don't worry." All right, on the other side, all of the Reverends and Mother Edna and Conductor Sprocket of the Gnomes, they all say, "It's magic time!" And they all start pouring spells into this. They're hitting it with all the magic they have. What are you going to hit it with, Herb?
I only have one spell.
What is it?
It's inflict wounds.
Perfect!
Wait, I think that's the only thing. Wait.
Detect magic.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be inflict wounds.
Great. As you hit it with inflict wounds, it doesn't seem to hit the catastrophe shards. It goes through the catastrophe shards into something else, and something sort of magical is happening inside of there. You can see beyond it not one world, but multiple worlds. They start realizing, it's not just the divine. And you can see that this is now going to bridge to perhaps even an infinite number of different realities and planes.
Are we gonna get Michael Keaton Batman?
Is this where Man-Bear Pig comes into the picture?
Do you keep chanting with them?
Yes. Wait, I think so. Yes.
Okay.
It's magic time.
Meanwhile, he gets through the door. The door opens, and you guys go into the room. The door closes behind you. There is a mithril safe there. What do you do, Colker? Oh, and Trinculo walks through with you. The wall of water does not happen because Trinculo is there. He says, I've done my part. And once you're in, he leaves. So it's just you now. It's Stacy, DC, and Bart.
Okay, well, I have a debt to repay. Fish people are people too.
Are you
Well-
are you saying this so that people know you're in there?
I have a debt to repay.
Bart, shut up!
They also are people who I don't know what they wanted to do, but they should do what the thing that they wanted to do is.
I jump up. I'm back in a human. I'm still invisible. I jump up on his back and clap my hand around his mouth as best as I can.
Are you racist against fish people?
No, I love Tritons, but you gotta shut up. We're doing a heist here.
Stacy DC says, But it's my turn! And she whips out these two little balls, and lightning bolts shoot out from them. And it starts hitting the mithril thing, melting it away as it goes down. She says, Yeah! Actually, still with you is Midas. He's in the back, just waiting and sort of moving his hands like this. As she's doing it, Herb, this is the end of the movie. Everything is happening at the same time in this third act finale.
And I'm like around the AWOC tree.
Yes, you see through, and it bursts through to a different world, which seems to defy all gravity. It is a world which makes a circle. You can see buildings that go all the way around the circle. You're looking into it. It's upside down. It's down here. And beyond it, you can see passageways to dozens and dozens and dozens of worlds. And there is a long path that goes into this sort of circular city that exists.
With one big foot, I step in.
I didn't think we were going to get to this for like 4 more sessions. I'm so excited you are in this world. We're now also in very different campaigns. Meanwhile,
I'll be back.
Shuffy, and the next 3 sessions are just Herb.
See you in October, guys.
As you walk into the world, meanwhile, Stacy DC gets through. It dissolves. You guys walk into it. You see inside the room there are dozens of boxes. There are 10 boxes holding diamonds and emeralds and jades and sapphire. There are thousands, probably 15,000 gold pieces, 50,000 silver pieces, 1,000 pieces of platinum coin, and in the middle is a stack of crates marked with the insignia of Doc Chainmore.
All right,
Is there anything
Bart,
there
you're
I can
carrying
bash
them.
with?
You have your tail.
Bart, no bash. Nope. Stop bashing, Bart.
No,
You're carrying.
I'm looking for something to add to Brittany. To bash more things. Are there any magical weapons?
No, there's only gold and jewels and these wooden crates that have the Doc Chainmore Alchemist Academy on it.
Right. Bart, you're carrying the crates. Is it a
That's
reasonable number that he could carry, or is it like a huge amount?
There are 5 of them. As you reach them up, they feel very light to you.
Great. Bart, you're carrying the crates. Midas.
Don't we not
Daisy.
like them?
Midas says, you told me anything I could carry with my own 2 hands, right?
Except the stuff that we need to take.
Fair. He takes out a bag of holding, and
Oh,
he
man.
starts putting all of the gold pieces into it.
Leave a little for Stacy, please, and Trink.
He says, "You can have the stones," and he puts it over his head, his back, leaving with what is probably 25,000 gold pieces in platinum silver.
Probably should have seen this coming. Again, I probably should have seen this coming.
I'm gonna take some diamonds because I think I can exchange that for beer and pizza.
There are 10 diamonds. Each one is worth 500 gold pieces.
All right, I'll take those.
All right. There are also 10 emeralds, 10 jade, and 10 sapphire.
Stacy, take whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I like the jade. She takes the 10
Great.
jade. There are 10 emeralds, 10 sapphires left.
Great. I take the 10 emeralds and sapphires.
Great.
And
So each one of the emeralds is worth 250, and the sapphires are worth 250. So you and basically you each have 10,000 worth of gold pieces in what you've got.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. As you begin to walk out, how are you going to get out of this place? Just walk through the door? Bart
Remember,
is carrying...
we're gonna walk with purpose. We belong here. We are doing what we have been hired to do.
Bart is
I've
carrying...
been hired to do this.
Bart is carrying 5 boxes, crates, marked with Dark Chainmore. As soon as Bart comes out,
I turn invisible again.
and?
Once we're out of the dispel field.
Okay, are you out of the room yet?
Well, actually, I've got a better. If I turn Bart invisible, will it also cloak the boxes?
Yes.
Great. I turn Bart invisible and I turn myself into a gnat.
You guys make it out unscathed. No one sees you.
Fish are people
The
too.
heist
Remember
really
that.
happened in 15 minutes.
We planned it well.
When
Wow.
you get back to the hotel and you open up the crates, they are all empty. You realize inside those crates there were 50 depressions of vials, and there is a receipt from Mary Jane Dankweed for 50 vials of insanity mist.
Wait,
no
you
way.
have the insanity mist?
But Herb wouldn't know that because he's on another dimension.
It doesn't matter to Herb.
What have we done?
That was such a fun session. Guys, so great, so great. We will see you next session.